tonight. Great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch. Well, you better stop Gobert before he gets to the rim. That's a runaway train.
And Murray launches it from deep, sinks it. What range from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
McDaniels can't hit.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And he gets it to go.
He is so athletic. Gordon does well when he gets the ball around the paint.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense. And he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Last season, Nikola Jokic averaged a triple-double. The first big man to ever do it, Coach.
And only the third player to ever do it. I mean, in one of these games, BA, he had 30 points, 22 assists, and 21 rebounds. This guy's from another planet.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get it.
Now here's Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Brown, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Johnson on the wing. Here's Jokic. And it's Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Back to DiVincenzo. Launches a 3. No good there. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And the bucket is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Edwards from outside the arc. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Here's Brown. And he lays it up and in.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
You know, Stan, basketball isn't the only passion San Jose native Aaron Gordon has.
Yeah, BA, I heard he's very technology-oriented, which we're not. He's a self-proclaimed computer nerd and loves everything about technology. We could use his help. He's skilled in more fields than just basketball.
Such a wide-open look.
Timeout.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A different look for Denver. Watson comes in for Gordon, and it's Pickett in for Jones. Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Pickett. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Here's Ingles. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Hardaway into the lane, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, mixing it up inside, and I like when Hardaway Jr. tries his luck close to the rim.
On the wing, Ingles. Pass to Reed. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Highland. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Well, that's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Timberwolves. And time for us to get back into it here in game one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You also have to commend them for their fearless attitude offensively. They've been productive when driving to the basket.
Here's Murray. There's that strength, Murray.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
Count it.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets, trailing by 5. Hardaway from outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Down low. Here's Randall. Excellent defense there from Watson.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too.
Nuggets trail by 3. Brown with it. DeSumo picks him up. Valanciunas passes to Murray. Beyond the arc. There it is. Murray buries the 3.
Yeah, that's Murray unleashing that smooth outside jumper.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. And then for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Highland. McDaniels from long range, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Murray. Strong finish from Murray inside.
And with the defender in his face, Murray is fearless.
Pass to DeSumo. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
To the paint. Reed can't hit. Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Hardaway, and he banks in the layup. Hardaway's got 6.
Yeah, seizing his moment. Hardaway Jr. drives in hard.
Murray passes to Brown. The 3 ball. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And here's Edwards outside. Hardaway grabs the board. Denver has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. From deep, Jokic gets rebounded by Minnesota. Randall pass to Edwards. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon Williams checked in for Watson. Cam Johnson comes in for Brown. And Brown subbed in for Jamal Murray. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Reed for three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. Back to the game after this break.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Sometimes it takes everyone on your roster. Guys have to come in, play their roles, and execute.
Yeah, impressive performance by their second unit. An interesting postseason for the... And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jaden McDaniels getting it done today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And so here's Denver. 6-point game. Jokic on the drive, banked it in off the glass.
And Jokic, a large human being coming at you with the head of steam.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Back over to you, Ryan.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
From deep, Johnson, it's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Johnson's got 6.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Down it goes. Edwards for 3.
You just can't give Edwards a look from deep.
Nuggets trail by 6. We've seen Anthony Edwards dramatically increase his rate of three-point attempts.
Yeah, Brian, while also increasing his percentage, it makes him that much more dangerous as a scorer. We know he can finish around the rim, and that creates a pick-your-poison situation for the defense.
Gobert, that's good.
Well, it's exactly what Gobert wants offensively. He wants to attack at the closest range possible.
Whoa, Murray getting it done in tight.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's DiVincenzo, and the layup is good off the glass. DiVincenzo's got his second basket.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Edwards for 3. Ant-Man from the corner.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. .149 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Murray. The shot no good. McDaniels with some nice D. Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. buries it down low. Brown's got 6 points.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert on the high post. Outside for Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Brown. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, Murray engineering that bucket with terrific ball movement.
And Denver will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Watson comes in for Gordon. Brown, he's checked in for Johnson. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Jamal Murray. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Naz Reid's checked in for Gobert. Shannon comes in for Julius Randle. DeSumo, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for DiVincenzo. And stolen by Edwards. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Pass to Shannon. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Here's Hardaway. Uses the glass on the layup. Give him 8.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Good on the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Minnesota. They're up by 11. After a quick break, we're coming right.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And the basket is good.
Yeah, exceptional focus from Murray offensively tonight.
The Timberwolves lead by 12. Highland with it, guarded by Valanciunas. That one falls.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Murray's shot is good.
Crisp, clean mechanics there. Just a pure shot from Jamal Murray.
To the right side. There's the three. And Reid with a basket on the assist by Clark.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Willing passes, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense. I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, that's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And Denver will go for a different look here. Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. Cam Johnson, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Christian Brown in for Hardaway. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reid. McDaniels comes in for Clark. Edwards, he's checked in for DeSumo. And it's DiVincenzo in for Highland.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Nuggets trail by 11. The drive by Brown. Book it! It goes! There's a minute 59 left in the game. Now DiVincenzo. McDaniels fires. The triple drop.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the three, that really helps their spacing.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. .146 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, Jokic so smooth on the floater.
How about that touch? I'm not sure there's a move Jokic hasn't.
Banks it home. Big shot.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific mood right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
With a teardrop, it's blocked by Gobert. Gordon. Randall rips down the board.
I mean, that's the shot to take. He just couldn't get it to go.
Oh, yeah! That's good!
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the heart. Incredible.
That free throw no good from DiVincenzo. Nuggets trail by 13. Quick two! Oh, net!
Yeah, nice vision from Gordon. He knew his teammate was there all the way.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Timberwolves.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
It's a completely new group here for the Nuggets.
Right here.
They trail by 14. 7-footer. It's good. What a J.
Yeah, Hardaway's such a good shooter, but he can pass it too.
Here's Conley. There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one. Here's Shannon. Puts up the tray. It's good from beyond the arc.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Using the glass to lay it in.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Conley, money from three. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill.